Hey guys and gals, this is Military Comedy with another episode of FrostPunk. So I was given a request about an hour ago, maybe, to make these episodes a little bit longer from one of my longtime subscribers, FN57. So I will listen to your request. This episode will hopefully be around 30 minutes to 35 minutes long, just to make them longer and to make you guys happy. I'm more than willing to listen to requests. I am a little bit confused as to where I left off because it has been a little bit of time since I left off, so I'm getting the tier 2 text, so that is important, but right now it's nighttime, so I gotta wait for stuff to happen anyways. I also believe I'm in the midst of getting bunkhouses everywhere, so that people aren't as cold. Oh, let's see what's going on. People join the Londoners. I also may or may not have forgotten a little bit about this, so I gotta get people happy as soon as humanly possible, so that means more bunkhouses, and that's all the bunkhouses I can do. I guess that's just something I'm going to have to live with, is that I am too poor to afford better housing. Alright, so hopefully that'll finish up soon. While I'm at it, my coal looks like it's actually doing pretty well. Aha! My scouts have reached the American camp. Let's see what's going on. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. It was just to find more victims of hunger. Most of them were badly worn by sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment, tank resources, and we got another steam core, which is very useful. So let's send them up to this temporary settlement. I think would be a good idea. And also, we need to use that wood. We have a lot of wood, actually too much wood. I know I've said wood like 3 times now, so just get the laughs out now. Yes, he has said wood. Very comical. Okay. What do I need? So I have a little bit of homeless people, but that's just because we're upgrading their housing. And when it comes to heating, everything is actually looking pretty good right now. We are in a good spot for probably the first time in a long time in this game. Obviously that won't last because this game is basically designed to build your hope up and then completely crush it. At least that's the feeling I've always gotten from this game. Alright, drafting machines are researched. Now we gotta figure out what we want from there. I'm thinking, just maybe, if we had that steam coal mine, that would help a lot. Coal mines and advanced, alright, they will produce 10% more, which would be useful, but I don't believe I have the resources for that yet. So, outpost depot? Actually, I think the outpost depot would probably be a little bit more useful. So we shall get 20 steel, 20 metal, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll start researching that, because I think that's going to be a lot more beneficial in the long run. What's going on? The rebirth of faith. Sir, people have started to visit the House of Prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be a start to something special. It seems they really needed a proper place of worship. So speaking of that, it's now a good time to start getting a little bit more purpose. So shrines or evening prayer. I'm going to go with people working nearby increases efficiency in nearby workplace. Evening prayer raises hope and lowers discontent. I'm going to go with shrines in this case. And then I'm going to start building them somewhere. I don't actually know where I want to build them yet. What do I need for them? 10 wood and 10 steel. So I'm going to hold off on that for about a minute because I want to get the next upgrade, which will be my outpost depot. And then we're going to want to get a factory soon too, but we can't get that for at least a little while. So I'm not going to worry myself about that yet. And temperatures are going to drop 1 level next night, which is going to be a little bit on the rough side. But we do have more steam cores. Words are difficult for me today. We do have more steam cores, which is definitely going to help us out a lot. So I'm thinking right there would be a nice place for a shrine. And then I'm going to place a shrine up there in between like the 2 coal mines when we have 2 coal mines. That reminds me, I actually do have to keep exploring. Memory of injustice. The center of the settlements is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly planed face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress. For we can't exiles of Tesla City. We won't touch the monument, but we decided to dismantle." I have no idea what that is, but for wood. The site discovered walled colony and Dreadnought Landing. Alright, so let's go to this walled colony. I'm sorry, I cannot read right now, because when I play games, I play on a pretty large screen, and that makes it pretty difficult to actually see words. And yeah, I apologize for that, but it's just a way of life. Well, It's a design choice for me because I really didn't have anywhere else I could put up my recording equipment except here. So I hope you guys can forgive me for that, but that's all I can do about that. Alright, I'm going to build that there. And then I think the next one is going to go up there. And we have about a day's worth of coal, which is nice. Actually, it's pretty decent, if I do say so myself. And we need one more shrine to keep people happy. And I say it's going to go right here, because eventually that's going to be another coal mine I'm going to have up there, which will be very important in the long run. Also, I have a lot of unemployed people. Wow, that is a lot worse than I was expecting. So let's get a little bit... Oh, we actually can't get those yet because I keep forgetting to... You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get us another steel mill. Steel workers. Let's get that built up. Because it seems like we're spending way too much time just waiting for steel mills to get built. Or for steel mills to get steel. And so the only solution is just to build another steel mill. The breath of hope. Sir, people have started to leave personal charms, beads, and written prayers at shrines as motive offerings. It seems it helps them keep their spirits up in these trying times. I'm glad to hear it. I also wish that I could read, but unfortunately I'm not smart. Nah, it's kind of difficult because a lot of these letters just seem to merge together. So I apologize for that, but I can't really do much to change it. I hope you guys understand. Alright, it's under construction and we are waiting for resources, so I'm going to speed that up a little bit. Outpost Depot has been researched. That is pretty useful to have now. Alright, it's almost built. People are actually building it right now, so that's good. And then we're going to have, I say, engineers in there. And while we're at it, we do need another bunkhouse. And we're going to need another bunkhouse in a minute, because we still have unemployed or homeless people, which is important to fix, or else they're going to be very upset. Well, not upset. I just need to get my hope up as soon as I can, because right now people are way too likely to leave. Okay, so we have made it to the exile colony. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them into our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City with food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. And we're going to escort them back to the city. We pulled the dying exiles from their snow houses and prepared for the journey to our city. So there you go. So we are saving the Americans for now. Those dirty Americans, those dang dirty Americans. Actually, I got nothing. I am an American, as almost everyone who knows me knows. Alright, and we're back to being cold. Lovely. And let's just get our coal a little bit more efficient at this point, and that is very important. Yeah, we're good for coal right now. A little good. And this is starting up too. That's lovely. I'm actually going to build that second coal mine for what it's worth. Where is it? There it is. And it goes right there. We have the people, so might as well use them. And we've got plenty of food too. That's just an insane amount of food. Like, this is lovely. We're actually doing really, really well. I was not expecting to be doing this well. I figured at this point everyone would be just about dead. Not, like, surviving, like, perfectly. This is amazing. This is unique from the few times I've played this game. I always end up losing very early on. Alright, the Londoners prey on discontent. A few are persuaded. A member of the Londoners is talking to a crowd. He's trying to scare as many as possible into joining the exodus to London. But his visions of doom ring false in the ears of people who are content with the situation of the city. So let him speak. Number of Londoners will rise slightly, or just disperse, but I don't have the ability to do that, so I'll just let the clerics reassure the people. Try to get people a little happier. And it's because of upgrading their houses a little bit. So let's see how everything's doing. Everything's actually livable right now. That's pretty good, if I do say so myself. Which I do. So that makes it true. I hope it does. I don't know. I do have that being... Do I have that being built? That's already built. Oh. So, now we have... I'm going to go with generator efficiency. Or generator power, whatever you want to call it. Same thing. Tomato, tomato. And speed this up a little bit more. How's this doing? People are getting cold and sick. That's not good at all. Alright, writing on the wall. Send a cleric to reassure the people. Hope will fall slightly. I guess that's the best we can do there. And then while we're at it, let's Get House of Healing. We'll have to build. House of Healing will heal pupils slower than the infirmary, and you have to build field kitchens. So raises the temperature of nearby workplaces by 1 level. That's actually pretty useful, but I'm going to go with this evening prayer. I think that's going to make people a little bit happier. And at the end of the day, that's probably the most important thing. We need people to be as happy as possible so that there's less people willing to join them. Because they're at 52 right now, and they're raising pretty fast. That's not good at all. We have to get organized. We have to do something. We aren't going to make it in this hole. And they have returned with quite a bit of stuff here. A lot of workers and engineers. So we need to build a lot more housing areas. So let's get this bunkhouse right here. Let's get this one right here. This one here. That's 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And what are you guys waiting for now? Okay, so you can go to the Dreadnought Landing. Go right ahead. And we have a lot of steam cores, actually. A lot more than I was expecting to have at this point. It's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. That's not bad at all, actually. That's really good. I think it's probably as good a time as any. As good a time as any. Words are hard. To get the next workshop, because I think having 2 workshops will be a pretty good idea. Let's place it right here. Looks good to me, I guess. And let's hope that is warm enough. I don't think it'll be a problem, but okay, the generator is a little bit more powerful now. And we could get improved heaters, but I'm not actually worried about that. I'm going to upgrade another tech level, and I'm probably going to have these people run overtime and emergency shift. Yes, discontent will rise, but at the end of the day, we need it. It's pretty important right now. And people are mad about the bad food. What's so bad about it? Oh, wait, never mind. That's right. I'm using soup. I forgot about that. Engineers, go ahead. Where is my kitchen? Right here. Standard meal. You guys don't need food. You don't need the bad food. I don't know why I still had them on soup. That was just a little oversight on my part. What did someone die from? Oh, overwork. Fine, end it. Well, this is just one time I tried it, and of course someone dies. That's just my luck, isn't it? Oh well, not the end of the world. Oh, looks like we got somewhere. What's going on here? Explore it. Tell me what you find. So this is just, nothing of it is really important. We just got a whole bunch of wood, and we're overstocked on wood right now as it is. So that's lovely. It doesn't really help us, nor does it hinder us. I didn't feel like reading that because reading every little thing is probably going to get boring to people pretty fast, I would think. Alright, another act of vandalism. Send a cleric to reassure people. Stop doing that. I need people to be happy. But unfortunately, everyone is upset. So I need to work on happiness, because that is really, really rough. Alright, you will have to 3 days to establish the Faith Keepers. Hope will rise slightly. You will have 3 days to establish the words are hard. I can't speak English. I'm going to go with the Rising Hope decision, because this is just really, really bad. Build and man the Faith Keepers. So we got to find the Faith Keepers. Well, we got to be able to build it first. Holy cow, our hope is just really, really low. Like, that's really bad. But we should be fine. Because we still have, I think, 10 days? Yeah, about 10 days left to get hope back up to a reasonable level. And we should be able to do more than just get it up to a reasonable level within 10 days. Alright, mechanical calculators have been researched. I believe that's what that is. Let's get this factory, actually. I think that's going to be very important, because we do need to start getting more automatons, because we only have the one. And is this thing actually... everything is livable. Actually, everything is comfortable right now. That's really good. What if I drop that down? Then everything... Alright, in heat zones. Okay, I think this actually makes everything warmer, so I'm going to keep it like that. Just so people don't start getting sick, because I hate when people get sick. But if I keep it like that, I don't think we're going to have enough warmth throughout the night. Because we need to get the better coal. So I'm just going to leave that be. Okay, here we go. I'm getting a little bit bad about that. Faith Keepers. You have to build... Alright, so the Faith Keepers are most devoted believers, will ensure that the righteous are able to work and pray in peace of security. So you can ask them to break up protests. Nighttime procession reduces discontent, and you'll have to build it, and discontent will rise a little bit. That's actually a pretty significant amount, but it's manageable. So we have factories now. I'm just going to place it over here. And Faith Keepers, let's go with... Do I have to just build one, I believe? At least I hope that's all I got to build. And I'm going to say you can go right here, sounds fair. And we have more research. So, obviously we're going to have to go with the steam coal mine, because that's going to be very, very important if we want to make it farther. Alright, let him speak. They will rise dramatically. Oh, great. Now they're going to rise by 11. Wow, there's 81 of them. That's crazy. Wow. You know it's bad when I can barely speak English. Alright, automatons. Let's build a couple of these. Right? We can afford that? I'm going to build one. And what's going on here? Candles for the wicked. I'm glad to hear. Sir, people are no longer troubled by the Londoners' slogans. Group prayers have strengthened our community. Small candles keep appearing under the slogans. People leave them when they pray for the souls of the Londoners. Oh, that's actually pretty nice of them. Alright, so this is ready. We need workers here. Faith Keepers established. And obviously we do need this. So that was the cutscene, or a little cutscene actually, but we will definitely, just when the procession starts after midnight. Actually, discontent looks pretty good right now. I don't think we need to worry about that. We just need to worry about our hope. Our hope is really low, and I hope these guys haven't been waiting there for a while, but I feel like they have. So we get some more. The men we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterholm after the starving city fell into chaos. Its leader and army captain appointed himself an absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people disgruntled, deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. So we found the shrouded cave. Let's see what's over here. And what was I doing? I was doing something. My train of thought is gone. And it probably won't come back for a while, so just gotta deal with that. Oh, that's right. One thing I wanted to do was get this outpost depot. Can't really use it quite yet, but it's gonna be very, very important later on in the game. Right now it's pretty important, but it's not game-breaking, if that makes sense. I hope it does. And we're actually doing really good overall. Like, everywhere is livable at least. But hope is just really, really low. That's bad. Scouts have reached the Dreadnought Landing. Explore! Sites discovered. Tesla City. Sweet. Oh, I didn't read the little cutscene. Sorry about that. Basically just says it was the American Dreadnought that landed here that brought the not the Londoners, the people we found, like the American camp. I hope that kind of makes a little bit of sense. Alright. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night, their teachers and some hunters took them out from Winterholm on a secret adventure. Teachers told them they're going to stay here for a while. When the food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time before things in the city got really ugly. So, this is... I gotta take them back. I can't do it in good conscience. I cannot tell them to just stay there. Like, that would kill me. But, hey, we got more kids coming, at least. I don't know if they really have an advantage to having a boatload of kids or not, but we got them. And we have the ability to make steam coal. Steam coal? Steam coal mines. And I'm going to get a little bit better automated, like, machinery. And let's get this steam coal. Let's get it going. Because I can't speak English, it's now let's get steam coal going. So... yeah, that's actually going to be really, really beneficial for us, because that means we're going to get a lot better coal production. We're going to get a lot better steam coal production, yes. Words are not easy for me, as you guys can clearly see. Alright, so let's just do this. And we've got the nighttime procession this time. While we're at it, we do need more hunters, I believe. So let's just get that builded. Builded? Yes, let's get it builded. Let's get it building. And once we've got a little bit of steel, I think we're going to need to make that mine. I'm a little bit worried about going to Tesla City. I don't know what I'm so worried about, but it could be bad. Bad luck for us, at least, if we're not careful. And scouts have reached the city. Aha! Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan over the entrance to Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with the blue glow of electric discharges, which form a protective dome over the town. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets, and the stench of burned flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. Risk entering the city or stay away from the city? I'm gonna say risk it. Let's do this. Let's hope for the best. We've seen a thing or two in our lives, but nothing ever frightened us as much as this blasted lightning, until we figured out how to switch it off, that is. Now we'll be able to establish an outpost here. There we go. Now that is just really, really good, because I believe they provide a constant supply of steam cores. Why has it been shut down? Oh, not adjacent to a street. That's my bad. I forgot that you needed a street there. So let's do that real quick, and speed things up a little. What are you telling me about here? Food theft. Send the faith catchers to catch them. The faith catchers? Faith keepers. Oh, they failed. You guys suck. Oh well. Bad luck. Nothing that will kill us, at least. Alright, let's get some more workers here. And that should be done anytime now. What are people so unhappy about? Like, I just want to know what I can do to make people happy. Alright, let's check the Book of Laws. So, the temple. New building, the temple. The temple raises hope. Discontent will occasionally fall slightly. New ability, ceremonial service. Raises hope and comforts the discontented. So yeah, let's get this temple built. I say there's no harm in this. And where we're going to put it is a whole nother question. I'm thinking right over... Where could I put it that's in a good central location? Like right here looks fine to me. Guess that'll do. And obviously we're going to need more people getting us food, because our food supplies are running pretty dang low. But we are getting a lot more coal now, which is a major benefit. Without that coal, we would be screwed. And did you guys get that? You guys... I believe you guys did. What's wrong? I could not resume production requires steel. Okay, so we don't have enough steel. Minor problem, but not the end of the world. And we have a temple now. That means that people are going to be happy. That's the good news. And while we're here, evening prayers, hope will rise. Some Londoners may mend their ways. Hope will rise. Alright, cost 20 food rations. Cost 20 food rations. 4 days and 2 days. And this here, will hope will rise. A short sermon will be delivered. I'm going to go with the food one, because we have the ability to... We can spare the food, at least. And we have just insane amounts of coal now. So that's not even an issue. So let's get that steam leveled up. A little bit better steam. And people are better. Alright, hope will rise. The hungry will be fed. 100 food rations will be added. No, I'm going to say we need to get people happier. That's definitely a main problem for us right now, is that people are not very happy. And we have the ability to get better heating. So I'm going to get a little bit more efficiency here. And what's going on here? Fishing village has been discovered. And leave the village intact. Yeah, let's leave the village intact. And you guys are going to be going back home, I say. And let's build them and send them to Tesla City. I think that's a good idea right there. We are in a really good place right now. Like, I am very, very surprised by this. Because normally, bad things happen to me in this game pretty early on. And right now, everything's going fairly well. Like, except for that really high number of Londoners. Other than that, I think everything is going swimmingly. Which is, I'm happy. I'm not complaining at all. But we're having temperature drop significantly in the next 2 days. So that is something we are definitely going to have to fix, or like to counteract. Probably once a, use my words, Michael, I believe in me. Ask the Faith Keepers for help. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 60 wood from the stockpiles. Yeah, let's get that wood. I mean, technically, it doesn't matter. It's just I don't want discontent to be like higher. All right, our faith keepers did well. They'll be back, or they got the goods back. But more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put an end to other stealing. If you're asking what we should do with the thief, you will have 3 days to sign the public penance. This person will leave the city forever. I have 3 days to sign the public penance. I think I can do that. That shouldn't be an issue. And everything is just going very, very well, honestly. People regain hope. People are happy. People aren't joining the Londoners now. Like, that's important right there. Have faith. We've made it this far. What's going on? Waiting. What are you waiting for? Oh, build the outpost. Sends a shipment of 1 steam core every day. I love it. That's a lot of steam. A lot of steam cores, I mean, not a lot of steam. Words are hard. You guys know what I'm trying to say. And now we have 35 kids, which are going to be difficult. But we can find work for them. Not work. We can find purpose for them, I suppose is the best way to put it. But first, let's get some better roads. And then let's build us some houses. Because we definitely want them to be as alive as humanly possible. Yes, and I did just say that. And I am proud of it. Not really, but it is what it is. And we're about to get a little bit better generator tech, which is going to be very important for us. So let's get that. Come on. Alright. You know what? I'm thinking, actually with the heating becoming more of an issue, I'm going to definitely want that. It's going to cost me a lot more coal, but I think that's a good idea. But just because I think it's a good idea does not mean it necessarily is a good idea. And of course, I can't build roads either, so clearly that just destroys my credibility right there. So let's try to fix this up. Right there. What do you got for me? Change of hearts. Sir, a man was found crying silently in the temple. We approached him to ask if he needed help. He told us he wanted to see you. I thought my faith died long ago, sir. With my wife and daughters in London, I couldn't see any purpose in our new life and our fight for survival. But today when I entered the temple, I saw a future for us. Now I'm ready to face it. Aw, we're doing good, guys. We're actually doing good. Like, that makes me feel really good. So let's do an evening prayer, too. We have the ability. And people are a little bit happier, too. That makes everything get better. Way too much coal right now. Not a bad thing. About a day's worth of coal. What are you guys waiting for? Oh, did I not? I haven't sent them back out. Where do I want to send them? Let's go to the coal mine, I guess. Might as well. Alright. I'm actually feeling really, really positive about this. Like, I think we can do this. I really do. We're definitely going to want infirmaries soon. Infirmaries are very important. But, technically, one thing we could always do is start getting these prosthetics. So that way, so we need, what, 4? So let's get, those are automatons. Do not want to build 8 automatons. Let's just get a solid 10 of those. So that way, we have extras in case we need them. And they return to the city safely. I'm very glad to hear that. And since we're here, might as well send them back out to the research station, I believe would be a good idea. Doesn't necessarily mean it is, but I think it will be fine. About a day's worth of coal. We definitely need to increase our coal supply, like our food, our resource supplies. Words are hard. And we go through we produce 1452 a day. And no resources have been built yet, apparently. Okay. Another theft. They're still on 15 food rations. And ask the Faith Keepers for help, and let's hope no one gets killed in this, because I know eventually that can happen. And they succeeded. Just like that. Faith Keeper was murdered. I'm gonna let him go. We need the people. And we can afford the little bit of discontent there. That's not gonna kill anyone. Well, other than the Faith Keeper who kind of got killed. So, we're doing fine, all things considered. I actually agree strongly. So this cookhouse definitely needs the heater is on. What? Turn that on, I guess? Turn that on? The heater, oh. Wow. Okay. Heater is on. Heater will be on. Okay, well that's a problem. I didn't realize, I forgot it was gonna get that cold actually. So let's get a little bit stronger generator, I believe would be a good idea. And obviously gonna want that improved heater. Oh man, we don't have enough coal. How's everyone doing? Why is this still like, why is that too cold? Oh, because I don't have my range up. That's the problem there. And it's livable now. Okay. So that's a little bit better. But we only have 15 hours worth of coal. But that's enough, I believe. We do need to upgrade our stockpile. I keep forgetting about that. People are freezing, which is not a good thing. Alright, losing a limb. One of our people has had to undergo an amputation. Working in the freezing cold left him with such severe frostbite there was no other choice. So that's just, it's what we have to do, guys. I'm sorry. Let's get another worker there. This place is too cold. Let's get another worker there. Actually, do I have an automaton? I do not. So let's get that. Let's get that on. At least as best we can. I suppose this is just not going very well now. Everyone is freezing to death. Not to death, but they're very, very cold. And if I'm not careful, everyone will freeze to death. And we have improved heaters now for when we need it. That is good. So let's go with, I'm gonna say, I would say resource depot upgrade, but we gotta actually get down there first. So we'll start that up. And this here is just kind of useless, isn't it? Dismantle, yeah, we don't really need it anymore. We really haven't needed it for a while. What are you still cold? Dang. At least people are, almost everyone is getting healthy. Like everyone has a medical bed. But I think this episode is considerably longer than my other episodes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like and tell me how I can do better, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.